Everything in this video is fictitious and strictly roleplay.
Hi, Mrs. Smith?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I will be your nurse for today. Could you please verify your date of birth?
It's 3/12/85, but you can call me Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel. That was 3/12/85? Wonderful. Today we are going to go over your exercise and daily activity assessment. So I'll just be asking you questions about your daily routine, exercises in your life, and in health.
Okay, sounds good.
And everything that we say here is kept confidential and will not be shared with others.
Okay.
So what brings you in today?
I'm having a little bit of shortness of breath, chest discomfort, and coughing.
Okay. Do you notice when you are having shortness of breath?
I notice it when I'm running, walking for long periods, playing with my kids, or playing volleyball at a local league.
I noticed that all those activities listed are outdoors. Is it my understanding correct that you don't have these symptoms during indoors?
Yes, actually, now that you mention it, I never experience my symptoms when I'm inside.
Do you notice a time of the year when these symptoms occur?
Usually around spring and summer.
You said spring and summer.
Yes.
The reason why I had asked was because sometimes allergies can create symptoms similar to yours. How severe is your shortness of breath?
It usually lasts like a couple of minutes, and then I usually stop the activity that I'm doing, and then it goes away.
So you are saying that you only notice these symptoms when you are moving around a lot?
Yes, it is always when I'm doing some type of activity that requires me to move around a lot.
Okay. Do you notice a certain position that worsens your symptoms?
No, there's not one specific position, but more with just moving around.
Okay. Do you notice the onset at a certain day or night?
No, it happens at various times.
Any night sweats?
No.
Now you mentioned before that you have to stop and relax in order for your shortness of breath to stop. Is there anything else that alleviates it?
No, not really.
If you do have another episode, you should try breathing through pursed lips. This will help you keep your airways open longer and decrease the work of breathing. You just simply hold your lips together, create a small little hole, and breathe.
Okay.
This does help.
I will try that.
Yeah, no problem. Now you also mentioned chest tightness. Could you describe that for me?
It is like pressure, like tight feeling, like I can't get a good breath in.
Okay. Where exactly in your chest do you feel this pain, tightness?
Kind of like right here.
And how long do the symptoms last?
Just about a few minutes.
Is there anything that alleviates it?
No, I just usually stop whatever I'm doing and then I slow down and then the shortness of breath goes away.
Okay, now we will go over your typical day and the activities you do. Could you please describe your daily activities for me?
I usually wake up, eat breakfast, then prepare breakfast for my family, get the kids ready and to drop them off at school. Then I go home and get myself ready for the day. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I maintain the house, the garden, run errands before picking up the kids. After I get the kids started with their homework, I usually start making dinner, and then my husband comes home, and then I end the day with putting the kids to bed and watching some news. That's about it.
It sounds like you have a very busy day.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Do you have any difficulty performing these daily activities, self-care acts, such as showering, getting dressed, getting ready for the day?
No, not at all.
Do you have any assistance with your daily activities?
I'm able to perform all my activities on my own, but sometimes my husband does help me, very rarely.
Sure.
Just to get the kids ready for school and make them breakfast, things like that.
Okay. What roles would you say you fill in life?
I'm a mom and I'm a wife.
Do you have any trouble fulfilling these roles?
No, not any more than normal people would.
Do you have any stress within your roles and daily activities?
It do find myself stressed throughout different parts of the day. Usually it's when I'm trying to get somewhere on time because I like to be punctual. The mornings can be very difficult getting the kids ready. Just about, I mean, that's just the morning thing is just the most stressful part of it.
I am a mother too, so I understand how stress is involved with raising kids. Do you notice that you have any problems with your heart skipping or beating rapidly?
No.
Do you notice any chest pain or shortness of breath when you are stressed?
No, not really.
Does performing your daily activities create any pains in your calves, feet, legs, buttocks?
No.
Do your roles require that you sit or stand for long periods of time?
Being at home with my kids and maintaining the house leaves me on my feet most of the day until later in the evening.
Okay, I noticed that right now you are sitting with your legs crossed. Do you always sit like that?
Yes.
I've had trouble breaking that habit too of crossing my legs when sitting, but it really is beneficial if you do not sit with your legs crossed. Sitting constantly with your legs crossed can lead to lower back pain, hip, and knee problems.
I had not realized that. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any family history of arthritis, gout, or osteoporosis?
I think my grandma had arthritis.
What age was she diagnosed?
Maybe early 60s, late 60s.
When doing daily activities, do you notice any pain, swelling, or redness in your joints, muscles, or bones?
No.
Could you please describe your activities you do for leisure? What you like to do for fun?
I like to walk, run occasionally, play volleyball, and I love to garden. And then, here and there I like to sit down and have a glass of wine.
Okay, very good. You did say earlier that you have shortness of breath when running, correct?
Yes, when running for long periods.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. And how about when gardening or doing other leisurely activities?
I don't notice any shortness of breath with gardening, but more with rigorous outside activities.
Do you notice any shortness of breath when doing your leisure activities? If so, could you please rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain that you've ever had?
I wouldn't say that I have any chest pain, but I do have tightness.
Okay, does the shortness of breath have an accompanying cough with it?
Yes, but just for a minute.
Okay. Any phlegm that is also accompanying with the shortness of breath and cough?
No.
Do you smoke at all?
No.
Okay. I do notice that you have cigarettes in your pocket. Are those yours?
Well, they are, but I'm trying to quit.
Okay.
And I have cut back. I tried using the nicotine patch, but they don't work for me. I don't know how to quit.
Sure. How long did you use the patch for?
I don't know, for about a month ago. I didn't smoke a cigarette, but once I stopped using the patch, I had to go back to smoking. It's hard. It's very hard.
I know, with those patches, it is really important to do all the steps in progress. I know that during the first month, it seems easy, but that was because your patch was supplying your body with enough nicotine to keep it satisfied. If you continue on with the rest of the patches, then it will slowly decrease the amount of nicotine, and you can gradually get used to it. You could try that method again, making sure to do the full episode. Or I do have a brochure on how to quit smoking if you'd be interested in it.
Sure. Thank you for taking the time to explain that to me. I have been wanting to quit for a very long time, so maybe this is what I need.
Yes, quitting any habit can be hard, especially when your body has become addicted to it. But quitting the habit is very beneficial for your health. If you don't have any questions on smoking, we can move along to your exercise patterns.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
You stated earlier that you play volleyball, walk, and have started running longer. Anything else you do that would be considered exercise?
I love to dance, so once in a while, I just go to a Zumba class, but not very often, just once in a while.
Okay, now do you notice any shortness of breath during your exercise routine, especially in the Zumba class?
No. outside, like I said, running those long periods, that's when I notice shortness of breath.
For longer periods, right?
Yes, only for longer periods.
Okay. Do you get the same shortness of breath, chest tightness, and cough with exercise as you do with your other activities?
Yes.
Do you experience any wheezing when you have your shortness of breath?
It's kind of a cough, wheezy feeling.
Okay. Any family history of high cholesterol, heart disease, or asthma in the family?
My dad had a heart attack 5 years ago, but he's still alive, thank you, Jesus.
Okay. Currently you say that you're a stay-at-home mom, correct?
Yes.
When was the last time you were employed?
I was employed about 6 years ago. I used to work in an office.
Did that require you to sit or stand for long periods of time?
It did require me to sit for long periods of the day, but when my break came, I usually went outside for that half an hour to walk.
Okay. Did you notice any of these signs and symptoms you are currently having now when you took those walks outside on your breaks?
So
Have you ever been exposed to dangerous chemicals or products?
no, I mean I only use organic stuff in my home. I've never been exposed in any of my previous works. I've never been exposed to any chemicals or anything like that.
Okay. Have you ever realized any itchy, dryness, redness in your eyes
No, now that you mention it,
when you're outside?
only when I'm outside. Yes, I have noticed that.
When doing housework, do you keep your windows open or closed in your house?
They're mostly closed because we have air conditioning, so I never like to leave the windows open because my husband's really cheap and he doesn't like to pay extra, so I just keep them closed.
Okay. The reason why I had asked was because people can develop asthma as a result of outdoor allergies such as pollen. There are tests that can be performed in order to find out if you are experiencing this.
Sorry, I'm just getting a text message, so I apologize.
That's all right. Do you have any other questions or concerns at all?
No concerns, no questions, thank you.
Okay, so today we found out your symptoms of shortness of breath, chest discomfort, and a slight cough when you are doing activities outdoors, such as playing with your kids, running, and walking for longer periods. You also have been experiencing dry, itchy eyes when outside, as well as spring and in summer months. I will now pass this information on to the doctor, and he will be in shortly to do his assessment.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and you do not have any other questions for me.
No, I think we are set.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I will send him on in.
Pleasure meeting you too, Sarah.